Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to my channel, Soul Journey. My name is Beck, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my main goddess, the goddess Isis. I have been working with Isis since, I was 21, 22-ish, and I wanted to talk about her a little bit today because recently I have really dived deep into learning more about her, getting more serious about my practice with her. She's always been around. She's been a huge part of my spiritual journey, but I have really just had this deep desire to go even further with all the deities I work with. And I'll talk about why I started with Isis, aside from the obvious, but it wasn't specifically on purpose. So that was kind of cool. It was kind of a meeting together of the consciousnesses. But I wanted to talk to you about her today because even though I've been working with her for several years, I just got for my birthday a large statue of her for my altar. I did not have a statue of her. I have the Isis Oracle deck, which I really love. And that was kind of like what I had on my altar to represent her, because I just did not like any of the Isis statues that I could find. And so I just waited. And they also tend to be kind of expensive too. But I just didn't like how they looked. A lot of them felt tacky to me, and I really wanted something to represent her. So when I started dating my partner, Wesley, he's very much into research and going deeper with things with that, whereas I tend to go a little more intuitively. I'll watch videos, I'll do things kind of as they come. But this was like, he's really into deep diving. And so it really inspired me to start doing that with some of my own personal practices as well. And so I decided I would, dive in and get more things for the altar and stuff and such like that. So before I get into that, which I do want to show you, I want to talk a little bit about my journey with the goddess Isis. I've done a lot of work with deities, but there's a few that have really come in very strongly for me. And the first one that came through was the goddess Isis, very quickly followed by Kuan Yin, who I work with very closely as well. But she came in first and was, she came through strongly with the Isis Oracle deck. And that deck was actually the thing that triggered my starseed journey, which is why she really feels like a powerful aspect of my spiritual journey, not just with her, but like in general. And also the feline race, who I channel, is very closely related, or is related to ancient Egypt and things like that. They also worked with the people of Egypt. So there's a lot of ties with that energy. So I had the Isis Oracle. I have very specific crystals that are dedicated to her. Whenever I have an altar, it's set up there with those crystals. So that's been really something that's always been very potent for me. Even if I'm not working with the Isis Oracle very much, she's there. I have statues for a lot of the deities I work with, especially Kuan Yin. Super easy to find statues of her. I've got some other deities around, but I just couldn't find one. And so I'll get into why I decided to dive deep into Isis first, even though it seems kind of obvious. I decided to write down all the deities I wanted to explore, research, dive deeper with, and I put them on little pieces of paper and I put them in a little bag. And I decided that I was going to pull one every couple months, or when I felt like, the learning about the one had kind of completed and I was working with them, I would move on to the next one. And so I put them in there and shook it up, and I pulled the first one and it was Isis. And I was like, well, can we say what? And she's like, girl, hello. So I was like, all right. So I got a bunch of books. I'm still doing research. I have some books. I'm going to be learning about how to read hieroglyphics. I'm really excited about that. I got a whole book on Isis. If you guys are interested in that, let me know. I can show you kind of the books I was looking at. It's the Isis book by Pagan Portals. I do recommend it. It was a really great read. It wasn't like crazy in depth, but it definitely gave me a lot more information than I'd ever had before. I got this necklace, which I really love. That was kind of like the first thing I got to really like have her close to me recently. I love it. I got it at this little shop called Scallops in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. I can't find a lot of necklaces I really like. I don't know what it is. I don't know if anyone else who works with Isis has found this. I find it very hard to find Isis things that don't look tacky. And so I really like this one a lot. I actually wear it all the time. And then I also got a lapis ring I was really drawn to. Lapis has roots in Egypt and things like that. And also very specifically, one of the cards, which literally launched my starseed visions, was about lapis. So it's from the Isis Oracle. So it's all very together. And so I consecrated that ring to her. So when I wear it, it's in honor of her. So yeah, I've been really working on some stuff, but the thing I really, really wanted was a large statue of her. I just felt like it was time. And so I was looking, me and my partner were looking, just couldn't find one. So we went to one of my favorite shops, Deadwick's in Portsmouth, and they have a lot of really nice statues. I said, hey, do you have an Isis, like, can you order me an Isis statue? And they said they would look. And so I was really, really excited. And I hadn't heard from them, And then I went in on my birthday a few days ago, and the Isis statue was there. And at first I wasn't sure. It didn't look a lot like the other statues they usually get, but I held on to it for a little while. It actually looks more like, instead of like a metal statue of just like a goddess, it looks actually more like the style of hieroglyphic art, which I thought was actually really cool. I do like her to have wings. This one unfortunately doesn't, but after I really sat with it for a minute, I actually walked around the store for about 20 minutes holding the statue and tapping into Isis's energy. I was like, do you like this? Does this feel good? And it felt like a strong yes. So I wanted to show you guys that, along with a couple other things I got on my birthday, one of which I think I am going to add to my Isis altar. So that's kind of why I wanted to share this as well. So I'm going to start off with the little things first. Oh, the other thing I got for my birthday, which has nothing to do with anything, is I got this little, I don't know if you can see, this little mushroom earring, which I just love. Let's see. Okay, so I got this. Yes. So the crystal that I want to put on the altar, which I don't really see a lot of this, and I'm super connected to this crystal. And when I saw it, I was really surprised. So there's this other shop that's connected to Deadwick's, which is called Pickwick's in Portsmouth. And they had raw carnelian. I just absolutely adore carnelian, but I rarely see it in the raw form. And I just was so taken with it. I think I will wear this as a pendant too, but I think it's going to be a part of my magical, sexual, creative energy working. And I think I am going to bless it with Isis energy, because I really want to connect into that as well. Carnelian is connected to the sacral chakra. It's about creative energy, sexual energy. I actually use carnelian as a part of the collection of crystals I use to work with my menstrual cramps. It's a really beautiful stone. It's very fiery, it's warm, it's creative. It connects to abundance for me as well. It's just an amazing, amazing stone. And when I saw that there was this raw piece, I just loved it. And I actually picked this up before I picked up the Isis statue, which I thought was funny. And then I picked up this lemon quartz, which the woman in the shop, it's called Village Silversmith, also in Portsmouth, said that lemon quartz is actually another version of citrine. I don't know if that's true. I want to do more research on it, but I was just really drawn to this crystal. And I just thought this was absolutely beautiful. This is, if she said that it's more like connected to, it's like real citrine. So the heat treated amethyst, which is technically still molecularly citrine, because I guess citrine is made from the same chemicals as amethyst, just heated, I guess. I don't know a lot about it. There's a lot of misinformation out there, but it's hard to see, but there's actually phantom quartz in here as well. So those are the crystals I got for my birthday. And now we're going to get into the statue. I actually have not opened this since I purchased it. I am going to be doing a little bit of a clearing and an altar setup in a little bit here. And so I was going to open this up and said, hey, let's sit down and make a video. I really wanted to show you guys. So she comes with a little scepter. It's made out of metal. It's really cool. You can see it there. it's very different than what I was expecting, but after I held onto her for a while, I really decided she felt really good. And like I said, I connected to Isis and said, hey, does this feel good to you? Does this feel like an honoring? And she said yes. So this is the statue. There's some hieroglyphics down here. I don't know how legit they are. This looks pretty well thought out, so I'd be curious after I learn about reading hieroglyphics, if you can see that down there. I want to see what it says. But this is her. If you can see what I mean about the, like, it's more of like what she would look like in hieroglyphic pictures, like in art. She has her bare feet down there. Like I said, she doesn't have the wings, which I was a little bummed about, but I feel like that's all right. And then the back looks like this. And I just think she's really beautiful. I wasn't expecting to get a colored one. I was thinking I was more going to get something metal, but Isis always comes through. And it was so cool. It was like on my birthday, like it was in my favorite shop. Like it was so perfect. And so Isis really came through for me with that. So that's my Isis statue. I will probably do a picture of my Isis altar at some point for my Instagram, or if you guys want me to talk to you about the books I've purchased about Egypt and Isis and look at my altar in a more in-depth way, let me know in the comments, and maybe I'll make that in the future. She has an ankh here too in her jewelry. I'm actually considering, I'm going to tap into Isis, see if she feels good about it, but I'm thinking about seeing if I can find some interesting wings and actually attaching them back onto the statue, because I think this would be really beautiful too. So I'll tap into Isis, see how she feels about it. But yeah, I'm really excited about this statue. I'll put her here for a moment. Yeah, the more I tap into her, the more excited I am about it. So that is my little birthday haul with a little bit about my working with Isis. If you have any questions about it or deity work, I do some other older videos about deity work, but I'm definitely going to update some of that stuff just because I haven't talked about it in a while, and I am doing a deeper dive with my deities, so I probably will be doing more videos in the future about different deities as well. So comment down below. Do you work with deity? Is it something you're interested in? Have you been called by a deity recently and you're like, I know I need to work with it? Maybe this is a confirmation to work with Isis. Who knows? But definitely comment down below if that's something that you're interested in, or do. Give this a like if you want to see more videos like this in the future, and hit subscribe as well. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to check out my other social media links, they're in the description down below. I have my Instagram, where I post about my spiritual journey and my sustainable life journey. I have my Patreon if you'd like to support my channel more consistently, and I have my Etsy shop if you would like a personal reading with me as well. I have my TikTok, I have my partner's TikTok, Instagram. I don't have his TikTok down there, but I will soon. He just started one, super excited. So yeah, all good things. Definitely check those out. Thank you so much for watching. Many blessings. Namaste. And don't forget, it is all about the soul journey.